Hello everyone, welcome back. Day 2 for our Selenium Fundamentals training. Thank you all for being here. Let's get going quickly. So yesterday's session we discussed some of the basic areas that are needed to cover, more like an orientation session as to why we are doing this whole program and what is it that you need to focus on from your end. So it was more of a motivational speech than anything. We spoke about the QA industry and we spoke about the current status or the position in which the QA consultants are in, what we would go through as part of this training. I spoke about your commitment to make things happen, not just for yourself, but it's also for me. Because if you do well, if you learn well, you will be one of the resources who could be part of our organization, which has a bigger vision on becoming a strong, I'm not talking about just commercial or number of people team, but the respect, the reputation, and the kind of projects that we are capable of executing in the industry. And then we went straight ahead into what the industry is talking about. The shift left concept where the testing moved closer to right from requirements, not necessarily as the fourth or fifth stage or level within the SDLC, and how important is continuous integration and delivery. What is SDET? Development focused, getting towards automation more, and manual and automation testers trying to get towards dev cycle. Uh, we also spoke about why Selenium still holds the first position in terms of sorry, in terms of the career or in terms of what we seek uh, in the overall platform. So having said all this, let's get going with what are uh, how we were going about executing our test case with Amazon, right? So team, there are a couple of questions and I'll request my IT-Learn team to assess them immediately. There are people who are saying I can't hear anything, so I just want to reply so that everyone knows. There are over 400 participants currently. If you have I'm just quickly typing everything to you. One quick second, please. So, in team, one of the things that I kind of am very specific about is we don't do spoon feeding. It's like, when people say, I didn't get the video, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. It's almost like a baby saying, I didn't get milk. I'm a trainer. I'm the one who will make you to learn to learn. There are too many people who keep saying, I didn't get this, I got an email, I didn't get this. One of the first things that I wrote in the email is, you have to follow the instructions. Now, in the email, we've given you the link where the video is hosted. If you are someone who's seeking for a quick fastest solution, you should subscribe to our channel youtube.com/qtp.elearn like thousands of others did. So as soon as the video gets uploaded, you will be notified and you can view it. All right. So do those things. Do those things which will help you. And please read your emails carefully. And like I said, if anyone has issues, let me be very clear to you. I do not want a single question related to sales, access issues, or general admin problems here. Write to learn at itelearn.com or chat with my team online. All right. This is focused only on one thing, that is what are we focused on, team? What are we focused on? What is the one thing that we focused on? One tool or technology. Selenium. That is it. Nothing else should be the focus out here. All right, everyone. Now, again, see, I get questions. So I'm going to take the name of the person who's asking me this question and then answer it. Right? Can I do that? But I don't see the notes. Did everyone see the notes that I wrote in Notepad? Did all of you see that? Where did we see it? Are you even a test engineer if you don't know where to see it? I gave you a link to a website. There is a YouTube video hosted. Is the video there? As you seeing the video, are you not able to see the notes? Yes or no? And is there something called show more in the YouTube description? Yes or no? Aren't all the notes here? Now you tell me, why are you troubling with those questions? If you think that you want spoon feeding, please not here. Yes, I'm done with this. So let's go. This is annoying, Kim, seriously annoying. But then I'm a trainer. I need to do that. I can't just give up on my students. I want them to realize. So day one notes, what did we say, team? We said, let's take an application. Let's focus right from the pain that translates into the requirements, and then how we go about taking the requirements into a plan, design, develop, test, deploy, right? And we said we'll take one scenario that's called Amazon Basic Search. That was the name we gave. And for that, we built these steps. Now, let's go ahead and fill this first, and then let's get straight to a little bit manual testing and then automated testing, everyone. So visit amazon.com. Expected result. What do you expect when you go to amazon.com? Website opens. So see, it's just too many, right? Website opens. Okay. How do you know website opens? Because you have to be very specific, team. And the way I kind of put it is, if I send you this document, you should be able to view it and imagine it the same way that I do. That is documentation. That is the power of words. Pictures, great. Words should be impactful. They should pass the same message. Logo is there. Products are there. Nothing is broken. all looks good. Does that make sense what I wrote? Not that am I technically correct. I'm not asking that question. Does it make sense? Like, is that what we're trying to do? If I'm a manual tester, yeah. So for the ones who are saying no, it doesn't make sense, I expected answer, yes, it makes sense. More from a layman perspective. What else can I write here? There's so many things. Is there search bar? Is there sign in? Is there the shopping cart? Is there the Prime logo? At least 100 verification points, correct? And it gets tough to pinpoint and test everything. But then, unless we document and do it, it won't happen. All right. But then let's assume that all looks good covers everything. Those three words out here, all looks good, like all is well, will cover everything. And that is where manual testing will continue to live on and survive, because it's absolutely impossible for a robot to have the same visualization as humans will. But if you have the eye for the detail, then you're an expert. Then you add a great tool or skill to your knowledge like Selenium. There's nothing that can stop you in this world. So now actual result. What is actual result? Expected is what I expect to see. Actually is when I test it, what do I see? Let's take a simple example of a car. All right. I'll take a very simple example. Let me see if I have this. So a car has certain parameters. What is the miles per gallon, and what is the speed limit that it can achieve? And let's say what else could be? Oops. Anything else, right? So if the manufacturer of this car has to confirm that my car, let's say for example a Guinea, I'll just started calling this a Guinea. I have a dream of someday buying it. You need to have dreams, team. It's Lamborghini, all right? And I'll say it's got maybe 6 miles per gallon. And the speed limit is, let us say in kilometers per hour and not miles, is about 330 mph. How can I, as the manufacturer of that vehicle, confirm that? How could I do it? How could I do it, team? It's all about test, back to shop, test, back to shop, test, back to shop. When I say shop, it's the workshop or the manufacturing shop. That's it. Cycles and cycles and cycles of it. The same applies even to the software industry. Till we make sure that everything works as per our commitment, as per how we've kind of picturized it. Now, if Amazon is Amazon a big company? Is Amazon a big company? It's a humongous company, guys. And what is the it's humongous. And what is its domain? Industry domain for Amazon? Industry domain. So we in Seattle call it Amazon country. Website is not a domain. Retail, yes. Supply chain, yes. Point of sale is one of the side. E-commerce is the main thing. They were one of the first e-commerce stores. So just imagine we're sitting here, almost 500 of us, and trying to figure out how Amazon should be working. Sure, why not? If we have the strength, you have the right suggestions, we will. So if all looks good means a lot of things. So I expect results like I showed you the car and so on, and the actual result when I test. So we keep going back, expected actual, and repeat that. Now enters a product in the search field, right? Yes, team. What should happen? It must show related options as the user types. Does it do that? Or related, I say, with that word. So see how descriptive I have to be. Now if my audio was blank and I had to write this, won't it be painful for you to realize? Click on the search icon button. Expected result must let me click and take me to the next page. Verify that relevant results are shown. Results 1 to X should be there on the left side top corner. Also verify that user can sort by multiple categories. Option to sort must be there in the right corner. What are we doing here, Tim? Anything Selenium yet? Not yet, right? 5 more minutes, we'll get there. All right. Team, there are a few more questions that are coming up. Let me quickly say. You have a question? Please put in the Q&A section in GoToWebinar. All right. Next one. You want to speak? Sure. Give me some time and let me know what you want to speak. Will unmute you. Fair enough? Thank you. Now, if I send the 500 participants who are in this session this specific sheet and ask you to capture the actual result and let me know if it is a pass or a fail, which becomes nothing but the result of each step. Will we all generate the same result? Simple question, team. If I give you this information and ask you to test, maybe I'm in amazon.co.in right now. You might be in amazon.com. We didn't focus anywhere on the product, right? But then will we be able to generate the same results? The interpretation of words, just words or documentation, can be very dangerous. The number one reason that softwares or anything in world has failed is lack of the right interpretation, and there's no blame to anyone in it. The two sides of a coin. It's just the way a human mind understands. Now let's go. I'm going to go to amazon.com. I'm going to replicate what I wrote here. Very importantly, watch this. Okay. So we have to do all this and type something, enter the product and so on. Is any of the product, team? Yes or no? Is any art a product? Yes, it is, right? Okay. Let's go to Amazon and search. Okay, I see the logo, I see Prime, I see the cart, I see the sign in, I see some products. Good, manual testing. Now I want to buy any yacht. It did not show me like I expected the results 1 to X on the left or option to sort on the right. Nothing on the left, nothing on the right. Yes or no? You said any yacht is a product. Then what do I say? The test case failed. Amazon failed. Is that a right statement? No, why? We have to test it in the boundary. The car that I mentioned, Lamborghini, if I say, I take it to space and say go at 330 kilometers per hour, that's not reasonable, guys. There should be some kind of a guiding parameters that says this are the standards or this is where how it has to be tested. So we have expected result, actual result. So before that comes one more row. Oops, sorry. What row? Column. Test data. Give the same test data. Keep changing the data, that's fine. But you need to be specific and say what is the test data. So I'll say visit amazon.com. Is there a test data for this? Yes. Yes or no, team? Is there a test data for amazon.com? What will it be? The URL. Is it not always going to be amazon.com? Will it ever change? Will it change? Changes or not changes? Answer should be changes or not changes, team. No changes? Changes? No changes? I'm getting 80% answers saying it. No changes. Of course it does change. Of course. What will it be then, like HTTP? I'll tell you how it look like. HTTP colon slash slash dev dot sandbox dot 0321 dot Amazon dot hosting dot AWS dot com slash bucket 4 release 5. It's not even logical, but this is how it may look, team. Why? Because our testing is done at the level of at the stage of just before deployment all through the cycle, but unless we confirm that it is good on the server, we won't make it live. So testing on production or live is like a emergency thing, but we have to test it somewhere in a test. So a Lamborghini, I can go back to that example which will make you relate to it. You have a car, you're a car manufacturer, you got a car, brilliant, awesome design. Where will you test it? On the actual streets when people are there and traffic is there, or on a test track? Yes, do you understand, team? Now, is there a test data or will that website URL change for your testing purpose? Yes, convinced? Yes. So, very important. Team, give me 1 second. This is a very important call. I need to take this 1 minute, please. Sorry everyone, I'm back. I had to take the call. Um, it was a very important business visitor who's coming to our Hyderabad office. They've come from Australia, so just had to coordinate that. I'm back now. All right, so great. Now you understand, team, the importance of test data, and we're still in manual. We've not yet got, and I'm in no hurry to get to automation. We will, and I'll take, if it's not going to be a 5 hours, 5 days, I'll make it 10 hours, 10 days. No problem. But let's get the fundamental straight. Enters a product in the search field. Is there a test data for this? Yes, of course, right? There's no question about this. I'm assuming no one will say no to this. I need to say which product. Now I typed any odd. Can I qualify Amazon test case to fail? No, I cannot. So what should I do? What product should I search? Let's say soft toy. Hey, soft toy, right? That is what specifically I want to test. Will it change? Should I only search for soft toy, or should I search for maybe a dozen more few products? I should, right? Just to make sure it'll change. And I should do a variation, right? So that is called data-driven testing team. That's the basic fact of it. How we implement it as a framework is a little bit more, not complex, but a little bit more steps to get there. Clicks on the search icon button. Do we need test data for this? Yes or no? Do we need test data for this? So there's one person, two, three, four, five, 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 six, seven, saying yes. And there's someone saying actually yes. Everyone else is saying no. So can someone explain to me, the ones who are saying yes, why do we need test data to know where or to click on this? I need a button to click. Now you can see my screen, right? I need to click on this. If I need to click on this, what is the data that I need? Data is something that you can type or select or choose, like a URL, a text box, a drop down, a link to click on, a radio box, right? So for this, there's no data team. But where is that? That where is becomes important, right? This fundamentally for the first time should change everything. Can I, where should I have another question in mind. Can I ask one poll question to everyone? Very important team. Let me see if I already have that. It's a very simple question, team. It's important for me to ask this. There's one more related question to this. I put a poll in front of you. Just take a few seconds to answer it for me, please. I'm going to manage poll and create one more. And it's just a poll, so it's just an audience feedback. The reason, again, I have very specific reasons of why and what I ask for. I'll let you know why. Team, take 30 seconds and fill that for me, please. Okay, I'm gonna share that and then we'll get back to you. So I'm going to close this poll. I've got about 76% votes in, and then share the results with you. So 14% of you, yes, totally know who I am. 45% fair amount, that's great. 36% just heard about you. Welcome, thank you so much for being here. 6%, who are you? Kindly stay along. You maybe will make a relationship from there. All right. I just created one more. The reason I asked that question is while you answer this, I will try and make this question. I want to know if any of you or how many of you have attended my ACT free training or watched the videos. Like most means you did. It's not that you mastered it, but you did. You went through it. Because in every webinar, every training session, I create some variations. I want to understand if you have not, if you have or not. So I'm going to take exactly 10 seconds and close it. There are only 3 choices, so please click on it. 4 seconds, team. All right, closed and shared. So you all can see the results. 7% have seen most, 25% of you, 67% of this audience no. So welcome team, welcome and stay along because there's a lot of learning. A majority of you haven't seen. Now there is a test data, then there's a where should I? Where should I what? It means also, no, okay, if I do that, then I'll do this. Where should I open this? Should be Chrome, IE, Firefox, Safari, Opera, right? That's a question. Enter product. Where is that field? Why even that question? Do I need to answer that question, team? Just tell me honestly. Do we need to answer the question for this step? Enters a product in the search field. Do we need to? Oh, sorry, still seeing the poll? I'm sorry. Let me hide the poll. Sorry about that, team. All I did is I created this where should I said Chrome, IE, Firefox, Safari, Opera. For where should I open Amazon? Then for the product, where is that field? Should I answer that? Should we actually say where? Yes or no? All right. No, I muted myself, team. For humans, we do not need to. We know where that is because we can visually see it. Now, when it comes to robots, especially robots, what are robots? Robots are the most honest servants or students. Let me not use servants, wrong word. Students of ours. We need to be an awesome teacher so they can do what we say. They have no real intelligence. Okay, it does not. The way the human mind works is a miracle of the creator. There's no question about it. I'm not talking to question if a creator is there or not. I'm just saying that the human mind is absolutely brilliant. It is It can do everything. It is a mega supercomputer. We just use maybe a single digit percentage of its capability. Just the neurons that they connect to us is humongous. A robot does not have any smartness or intelligence. It just knows to follow orders. If and then Selenium is a what team? Now, depending on what I've written so far, what is Selenium? It's not a Robert. One of the participants accidentally wrote Robert. It's a tool, it's an automation tool, a trainer, great answer. Actually, a student is a better answer. It is a robot. That's it. And you are a teacher. This is the fundamental concept. Okay. So now, if you need to give with all, is this flaw or not? Is there anything good in this, what I wrote? Anything that looks good? Okay, good deal. Yeah, maybe honesty. What else? No real intelligence. We need to be an awesome teacher. Does not have any smartness or intelligence. So why did Selenium become popular? Why? Can someone answer this the way I used to answer? Open source, no team. Open source is a marketing gig. That's it. Any art I'm saying is open source, but I'll admit it, it's just a marketing gig to attract more users that will make it more, stable, commercially viable. End of the day, it's all about everything. Why? I have three words and I know exactly what they are, and I don't see it from the audience at all. And these are my three words, team. You'll not see them anywhere else. I need to somehow try and patent them. It's called ERA. They are efficient. The reason for us, this is very important to kind of chalk it on the wall, on the cement, engrave it forever, because whenever you look at a script or a need for automation, and when you automate and you see if I did a good job or not, these three fundamental things will rule it. Efficient, that means faster than human with fewer resources. What are resources, team? What will come under that? What are resources? People, yes. What else are resources? Time, perfect. Time is a resource. Computers, right? PCs, I'll just say PCs. Servers, let's say infrastructure. Management time. What else? Money. Thank you, Tracy. Money, money, money. And Rubina. Budget. Yeah, Ranjit, you too. So operating systems, softwares, all these are resources, right? Now, let's talk about a servant for a second, with no disrespect. In fact, I put a post on my Facebook. I said my brother Kumar. Kumar is actually my very, very loyal driver in India. While I visit India 5-6 times a year, stay here for 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a stretch to work with my team in offshore, Kumar takes care of me at that time, but little bit. but every day he takes care of my parents, and I'm very glad for that. That's why I call him my brother. So very trusted, right? But I say, Kumar, can you go and get me something to eat? What will he do? Maybe at the beginning of the relationship, he will say, what do you want to eat? When do you want to eat? And give me the money. Should I go now or should I go later? How do I serve it? Too many questions, right? And do I go by walk or do I go by car? They're all about resources, and that efficient is not great. Efficiency, right? I'll say, you know what, Kumar, please leave it. I'll go eat. And that one fundamental thing differentiates from a robot to a human. But still, they all use resources. We need to find how they're going to be more accurate. What is R, team? What is R? R. Gracie has put all the answers straight away. Reusability. Now, if Kumar was someone who I will give instructions once and forget it, I will not take the pen. I'll say, you know what, this guy ain't going to be there tomorrow. Let me serve myself. But if I know that this person will be there, I'll say, Kumar, here are my favorite places to eat. Here's my typical budget. Here is my typical food that I like. So now you know. So don't keep asking me the same questions over and over again. We will use repeatedly, and that one word, team, is so close to automation testing for regression testing. And I'll explain this as well. Okay, what is the last one? I don't care if, all said and done, I don't get my food, be it on time, be it at the same quality, be it with some defect. I ask for vegetarian, and let's say I get an egg in it. These kind of defects on what we expect and what we get are dangerous. Do you understand why I'm trying to relate all this to some uh, real life examples, team? And I never come prepared. Am I making sense to everyone? To everyone, am I making sense? I may be going slow, but are we making sense? Are you all with me? And be honest if you think that I'm just BS as of now. Awesome. Accuracy. I don't care if efficiency is there, reusability is there. How many of you know what is Waymo? How many of you know what's Waymo, team? What is Waymo? Okay. I'll ask again. What is Waymo? You've typed, you've taken 3 seconds to say no, don't know, right? For those of you said don't know, what would you do, team? I would first accept that I don't know. Second, I would go and search what is Waymo. Wherever be it Google, Bing, Yahoo, doesn't matter. I want a result. And the best way is, before all this, I'll go for images. What will I find here? Oh, what is this? It's a self-driving car that is actually functional in the Bay Area, and it is produced or created, conceptualized by Google, and they are trying to now partner with LYFT Lyft, which is the competitor for Uber in the US. It is like Tesla. It's an electric car as well, like Tesla, right? And I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think it's a great, efficient car. Now, all you have to do when you get into that vehicle is tell where you want to go, and that is it. There's no steering, there's no power control, nothing. Just some emergency controls. Now, is it efficient? Perfect, awesome, nothing better. It is not using the human, not using the natural gas resources or fuel or petrol, whatever. It's saving my time because I can text, chat, talk, do my work. PC's infrastructure, some kind of a trade-off there. Reusability, oh yes, I'll do it every day. But if it does not take you to your destination, is it even worth it? No, right? And that is the importance of accuracy. And accuracy is do it the way I say it. Don't do it any other way. But then, you'll get back answers. Like Kumar says, sir, you didn't tell me the right way. You didn't tell me exactly the right instructions. And now you're blaming me. That is Selenium team. You don't tell it, it'll not do anything. So how do we get started with Selenium? Let's get there. All right. Everyone open Firefox. When you're watching this video, not right now. Right now, just focus with me. Don't do anything, team. When you're listening to the session, my advice is only have maybe a pen and a notepad physically present besides you, just to jot down some new terms or new things you learn, but never ever try and practice while I'm teaching. It will take away your learning. It is very important to follow my instructions. So you can go to seleniumhq.org. I've not yet told you what is Selenium, what it does. We will come to it slowly. This team, this is not my system, just letting you know. I'm just borrowing it while I'm in India. Hey, by the way, I'm trying to apply as a speaker for the Selenium conference in Berlin. We're almost ready with our application. We're submitting it maybe today. So let's see if I can get selected to go to Berlin as a speaker in the Selenium conference. It's in Germany. Selenium IDE. Click on this. seleniumhq.org. Click on this and say download Selenium. Alright, it'll take you to the IDE section. It'll say download latest released version from addons.mozilla.org. What is Mozilla, team? Mozilla is kind of the parent company for Firefox. It's one of its products is Firefox. So here you'll see Selenium IDE, Jason Huggins, Adam, all Dave Hunt, Samit Badle, all the guys who kind of created the IDE, add to Firefox. I was very fortunate to meet most of them during the conference that happened first week of May, team, in Austin, Texas. So I clicked on it and said add to Firefox and then install. Okay, I had to restart. I'll do that. Now, do note, team, I'm showing you all these instructions quickly, right? If you do it yourself, will you face an issue or not? Yes, most of the times, team. Even as a student, I will face an issue. But then, that is your best teacher. Research, find out. Karthik said Selenium ID, Selenium HQ, what is the website? How do I search? Where is that add-on? Struggle and get that going. Did I lose my audio connection? Can you hear me, team? Can you all hear me, team? No, right? We can, we cannot, right? Okay, can you hear me now? Yes, right? Sorry, it went away for a couple of seconds back, thankfully. If there's an issue, let me know, please. I'm trying to switch between the windows of the chat and the main screen. With so many participants, it's important for me to know. All right. So it said restart. So Firefox restart. Where is Selenium IDE now? Hit the Alt key on your keyboard. Alt key. Come on, Alt key. It'll show you the menu bar. Go under Tools. You should see Selenium IDE. Open that. Very simple. One of the most simplest ways of creating a platform, a UI that does automation. Amazing visualization team, great vision that these open source team put together. Great job. Hats off to them. So I'm gonna move the window to one side where the browser is and the IDE to one side. I'll tell you a few features of it, but as we go along, we'll learn more features. But one thing, team, always remember, we do not need to master Selenium IDE to be a great automation engineer, but we need to start with it and learn the most important fundamentals. It is very critical, team, because industry QA world, I'll say, requires more of a web driver and beyond. That's what they want, and very rightfully they want it. Industry is never a fool. They need things for the right reasons because it's driven by the concept called commerce. Commerce is the world's first and most important thing that I believe came after Adam and Eve. It's like barter. That's where everything started in this world. Now, in this screen of Selenium IDE, this left panel shows something called as test case or test cases. The bottom one shows you a few tabs called log, reference, UI, rollup. I don't even know what is rollup, and that's why I said you don't need to be a master of IDE. The main window or panel out here is the most important one. But to begin with, the first and most fundamental thing is called the record feature that you'll find in most automation testing tools, not including AnyAuth. In AnyAuth, we said absolutely no record. There's no question about it. Let people struggle, let people understand more about it. Okay. Now, pushed in is on. What will it do? I'm gonna go to Amazon.com. Observe what happens on the left side as I go about doing some operations on the right side. Okay, so I will wait for Amazon.com to load. I'm going to manually test or replicate the test that we created, and let's see what happens on this side. Tomorrow's session, team, is going to be absolutely critical for your learning and for my teaching as well. So here I'm going to search for any auth. Okay, and I hit tab. Can you see a couple of lines that got generated here? That is what the tool is doing. It is learning what we are saying. It is writing down everything. In fact, when you write down instructions, it becomes easy. When I try and go to Costco, my dear wife, she says, can you kindly write it down, please? Because you may forget. Of course, once I go there, I'll get some more texts and calls saying, hey, I forgot this. But it is always better to write things down. That is what Selenium does. It notes things down. Everyone with me, team? Another 2-3 minutes, and then I will You know, if you want to speak, any one of you, I'll make you speak or have few questions related to it. And says search. See, third line got generated. Keep your eyes and ears on there. Your search and your did not match any products. Oops, what did I do? I created a test case. Now I will go here and say stop this recording. Clicked on it. Now it's not recording anymore. Right click on this and go to properties, and I'll call this as Amazon title AMZ underscore uh, unknown product, long name but relevant name, search. See, unknown has a lowercase u, product has a uppercase P, and search has an uppercase S. Can someone tell me what is this called as in the industry? Anyone knows this? Is it uppercase, lowercase, best case? Naming convention? Yes, you're all right. It's a naming convention. Some standard that we follow to make things easier for the reader and for long-term maintenance. But it's a specific case. It's called a camel case, right? Interesting, right? If you know, when I was using it for a couple of years because it looked good, it made sense, I saw it somewhere, but I never knew what it meant. And when I knew that it meant camel case, I was like, wow, I like it. I still don't know why it's called camel case, only maybe because of the humps. Like camel. Yes, Ron, you're right. All right. See, again, what this training is not just about getting to the tool team. It is getting you geared towards it and getting you set up in a lot of things. So I'm going to save this test case as Amazon unknown product search. Perfect. Cool. Now, what did it do? It learned, it says, or it kind of boasts that it learned what is said. Now, how do I know if it learned? That is when you click on this icon here which says play current test case. And let's observe what's happening on the right side. I am not moving my mouse. I am not doing anything of operations. It's gone to Amazon.com. It is typed in yacht. It is clicked on the search. But I now want for an unknown product this to come. It's a requirement. It's mandatory that it says your search in yacht did not match any products. Try something like using more general terms, checking your spelling, right? This is what they've designed. If I were Amazon, I would make it a much more better page. Because you know why I got this thought of searching of any out here? My dad asked me, and he's participated with me very actively in the business. He said, why can't we promote any out in Amazon? Because it sells and it's a big marketplace for product. Very genuine question. That was so cute. For me, I said, Dad, it's not a real product. I can't ship it. It's not gonna go. Then I thought, you know, why not Amazon? You can do it. Maybe AWS, it can do it. Now I need to do one more thing. I need to make sure that this message comes. That is my manual testing need. And I'm teaching Selenium how to do this. So I'm going to right click here and I will see a few available commands. How can you see them, team? You can see them if you have Firebug, right? Do you need Firebug? Because I know it kind of changed a little bit. I don't know if it is. Oh, look at this, guys. I hate it. Isn't developed or maintained any longer. We invite you to use Firefox Dev Tools. So and so. It just says it does. It's not yet. It's no more maintained, but that's fine. We'll use it till we figure the Dev Tools. Everyone is going so deep, and they're just making it more and more complex for everyone. It's a good thing, but it's a lot of learning. So I'm taking the latest version for 3347. Download. What does Firebug do? I'll talk about it tomorrow, team, but I'll just show you. I'll talk about Firebug tomorrow and why all these small tools become important, and then element identification. Then we'll talk about how we move from IDE to WebDriver. Okay. But then the reason I'm taking this effort, honestly, team, is with very genuine cause. Get your fundamentals straight. Only then you can become experts. Otherwise, we're just struggling too much. Now you can see this icon called Firebug. Once, oh, it's deactivated. Why? Come on. Where's my Firebug? Tools. Where's my Firebug? I think that's Firebug, right? Though it says deactivated. So now with Selenium here, I'm going to click on the fourth step, which is empty. Right click and say show all available commands and say verify that this text is present. And when we executed it the first time, do you notice this? All light green color. This out here, dark green. One run, no failures. You keep your check on log. It says playing test case so and so. Executing this, executing this, executing this. Test case passed. Now let's rerun this. Same test case, but I put something called as verify that that text appears at the end of that search. Now, do you see any difference, anyone? Any difference? I'm going to take another 5 minutes, team, and then anyone wants to speak out, would love to make you. But then I know it's a little extended session today, but kindly be patient with me over it. Open, type, click and wait. We still don't know what they are. It's under command, and we will master that soon in the next coming few days. Are in light green, but this verified text is dark green. Cause that is the difference between expected result and actual result. We are actually verifying, comparing, not just performing an action. We are making sure something happens, and that is why it's in dark green. And the runs is all green, one run, no failure. Now if I go here, double click on this, it will show me the same command is here, target is here, value is here. If I change this, your searching product in your did not match your search product. I don't think searching product is the right English. Did not match any products. Okay. And I rerun this test. This is the browser. What will happen, team? Will it pass or fail? Will it pass or fail? Just one answer. Pass or fail? It's already performed it. It cannot pass, team. It has to fail. Why will it fail? Because the actual text is this. Expected text is this. Now let's go to log and look at it. What happened? Actual value is your search and your did not match any products. Did not match your search product and your did not match any products. Beautiful, right? So descriptive. That's great. Now I can do another test case here and go to properties and say AMZ, oops, underscore search product. So easy, right? I just have to say record, go to amazon.com, type what I want to buy, let's say soft toys, and then click here and I'll observe what is happening on the left side. 3 commands created, and I got soft toys, and I'll verify if this text is there. Verified text. I'll explain about Firebug and how I'm doing the right click and so on. My test case is done recording. I will stop it. Now I will run this test case. And believe me team, I'm not a Selenium IDE expert, not at all. I know the core important concepts and I'm good at it. Now I ran this test case, everything looks good. Now I want to run both the test cases, unknown product search and known product search. And that is where from this right icon, play current test case, will come left to play the entire test suite. A test suite is nothing but a collection of 2 or more test cases. So it will execute one after the other. So first one done, that's why half progress here. Now let's see if it does the other one. It's executing, executed, so runs to failures 1, which is kind of good. Now I know this is red, this is green. I know there's nothing wrong here, something wrong here. So I double click and go here, and I know exactly what step failed. That's the beauty of an IDE called Selenium and its operations team. So team, I'm done with today's session. Let's meet tomorrow. Wow, I was speaking on mute, team. Sorry about that. I spoke some wonderful things, but on mute, golden words, they may not come back. Yes, every recording you'll get it. It should be there on YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. You'll also find it on the website. It shouldn't be a challenge. Thank you all. Thank you so much. We'll see you again tomorrow and we'll take it. I'll take one question, technical from Calvin. Specifically, do you want us to use a Mac or a Windows 10 based on laptop to work on Selenium? Use what is comfortable for you. I've used both and I loved it on both. All right, Calvin. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a blessed day, blessed evening. See you back tomorrow, same time, same link, and let's go deeper. Thank you all. Bye now.